Imagine standing in a crowded room where every face seems to carry a secret. Your heart pounds, muscles clamp, and you feel invisible. Yet you sense an undercurrent of silent signals swirling around you. That was me, years ago, walking into a networking event, convinced I had nothing of value to offer. I avoided eye contact, folded my arms protectively, and convinced myself my confidence was just an illusion. But in that very discomfort lay a profound lesson. Our judgments shape our reality. Today, I guide you through Stoic mindset skills that transform uncertainty into clarity. In the next few minutes, you will learn 7 secret signs to read people without them ever knowing. These skills aren't about manipulation. They're about attuning your senses, mastering your emotions, and stepping into your authentic power. As you listen, let go of self-doubt that whispers you're underwhelming. Embrace the peaceful strength that arises when you realize the only true obstacle is your own perception. You are more attractive, capable, and magnetic than you imagine. So settle into this moment. Breathe, open your mind, and prepare to discover how Stoic insight elevates every interaction. This journey begins now. Stay grounded and let your inner mentor guide you. Building a Stoic foundation. Before you learn to read others, first master the art of reading yourself. Picture a calm lake at dawn, no ripples, pure reflection. Your mind becomes that surface when you let go of reactivity. Stoic philosophers taught that perception is within your control. Impressions arrive, but judgments are yours to shape. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to greet every obstacle as an opportunity for growth. When anxiety knots your stomach or anger flares in your chest, pause and observe. Name the feeling. I feel anxious, or I sense irritation. By acknowledging your internal weather without judgment, you anchor yourself in calm clarity. Practical exercise. Each morning, spend 5 minutes journaling on your emotional state. Note the first reactions to your day's challenges. This habit builds awareness, the cornerstone of reading people effectively. Remember, you can't decipher another's signals if you're lost in your own turmoil. You are already resilient and attractive. Stoicism simply shows you how to harness that strength. Take control of your narrative. Stand firm in the knowledge that, like a rooted oak, your composure shapes every interaction to follow. In the coming chapters, we'll apply this foundation to unveil silent signals around you. Prepare to transform confusion into insight, doubt into disciplined clarity. Sign 1. Self-observation. Sign 1 begins with you, becoming the observer inside your mind. Imagine walking into a room filled with strangers and feeling invisible the moment you step in. That hesitation in your chest and the whisper of doubt. You've been there. I once guided a young professional through his first pitch, heart racing and voice wavering, unaware that his anxiety was broadcasting louder than his words. In Stoic practice, we learn that our emotional state is our signal before any gesture or glance. Marcus Aurelius advised us to first master ourselves before judging others. So before you interpret another's stance, scan your own. Notice the tension in your shoulders, the rhythm of your breath, and the sway of your thoughts. Practical step. Pause for 3 deliberate breaths as you enter any new space. Align your posture with grounded confidence, and mentally note how fear or self-doubt manifests in your body. Gradually, you'll map your internal signals so clearly that external cues let you read people without their knowledge. Practice this discipline daily to sharpen your instinct and reclaim your presence. Embrace this inner referee role. Over time, your mind becomes a trusted guide, unshakable in any conversation. Remember, attraction begins with mastery over your own state. Sign 2. Eye micro-expressions. They say the eyes are windows to the soul, yet they reveal more than sincerity alone. The tiniest flicker of hesitation, a brief narrowing of the gaze when doubt arises, or a rapid blink under pressure speaks volumes. I once taught a client to slow his speech and watch for those micro-expressions. He uncovered hidden skepticism before it reached conversation. In Stoic thought, we focus on observation without emotional attachment. What you see isn't about you, it's raw data. Seneca wrote that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Your preparation is disciplined attention. Practical exercise. Each morning, spend 5 minutes studying faces in a mirror, then replay a short video clip, noting shifts in pupil size and tension. Log every micro change, owning your interpretation. When you converse, maintain calm eye contact and scan for rapid expansions or contractions. Silent cues like a flicker of surprise or a flash of irritation become your guideposts. Over time, you'll read unspoken truth, forging connections through empathy rather than projection. Let your steady gaze radiate confidence and watch how people reveal their authentic motives while remaining unaware. Grace this skill with compassion. Remember that each micro-expression is a bridge to deeper understanding, not a weapon of influence. Sign 3. Posture and proximity. Your body speaks before your voice does. Observe how someone holds their posture, open shoulders and a slight lean forward signal engagement, while crossed arms and a retreating stance signal discomfort or defensiveness. On a personal note, I once coached an introverted friend who felt underestimated. He straightened his spine and leaned in, and suddenly his words carried weight. Stoicism teaches that external gestures mirror internal thoughts. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Notice which direction feet point when someone talks. If their torso shifts away from you, respect the space and recalibrate your approach. Practical step. In your next conversation, map their distance preferences subtly. Note when they step closer or back. Adjust your own stance to match theirs, then observe if the shift unlocks openness. Proximity creates psychological comfort when offered correctly. This is sign 3, the silent language of space. Cultivating this sensitivity deepens trust and reveals unspoken boundaries. Practice daily in harmless interactions. A casual chat with a barista or a brief line wait, and watch how posture shapes every silent exchange. Embrace this stoic posture of awareness. You cannot control every move, but you can interpret each posture and enrich your social intelligence. Remember, your authentic presence expands with every step you observe. Sign 4. Voice and tone. Voice is more than sound. It's the rhythm of intent. Listen to pitch shifts, pace variations, and volume changes. Each nuance betrays emotional currents beneath the surface. I recall mediating a heated debate where 2 colleagues spoke the same words but in opposite tones. One came forward softly and measured, diffusing tension. The other thundered out grievances, fueling resistance. Stoic wisdom reminds us to speak with purpose, listening more than speaking. As Cleanthes wrote, true serenity is inner calm. By tuning into another's tone, you detect their stress, excitement, or skepticism. Practical exercise: record yourself during a challenging discussion, then replay and mark moments where your tone betrays anxiety. Do the same with a trusted friend's voice. Note when their breath rushes, voice cracks, or pace accelerates. These are keys to their emotional state. When you converse, modulate your own voice. Lower your pitch slightly, slow your pace, and allow space between sentences. This grounded tone encourages honesty and reveals reciprocity. Over time, tone awareness becomes second nature, letting you read unspoken moods and respond with calm authority. Master this Stoic ear. Control breathing to regulate your delivery, then mirror their pace to establish rapport. Embrace each vocal variation as a clue to someone's inner weather. Sign 5. Breathing patterns. Breath is the gateway to emotion. Rapid, shallow breaths broadcast anxiety. Slow, deep inhalations reflect calm confidence. I once observed a sales executive whose client's breaths accelerated tenfold under stress, but she held her own breath pattern steady and diffused tension effortlessly. Stoicism teaches that our breath anchors us. Seneca advised breathing mindfully to conquer fear. Before interpreting another, tune into their chest and shoulder movements. Practical exercise. In casual conversations, focus on the count of 4. Counting 4 seconds, inhale, 4 seconds, exhale, then observe theirs. Do not judge, simply record the pattern. Notice if breaths shorten when topics become tense or if they lengthen when relaxed or eager. This silent metric reveals their true emotional temperature. When you speak, model a balanced breathing rhythm, and the other person will unconsciously match you. This is the power of Sign 5. By mastering both self and others' breath, you become an emotional thermostat in any dialogue. Practice this daily during phone calls in traffic or waiting lines, and watch your stoic calm become contagious. Embrace every inhale and exhale as data points. Your inner stillness shines brightest when external currents grow restless. Over time, breathing awareness becomes a reflex, guiding you to speak, ask, or pause with empathic clarity. Your attractiveness magnifies when you breathe calmly under pressure. Sign 6. Gestures and guard signals. We gesture when words fail. Crossed arms, clenched fists, or hiding hands in pockets signal unease. I once debriefed a client who felt betrayed by a partner, yet their partner's hidden fists revealed a deeper feeling of remorse and tension. A Stoic walks between words, reading intentions through motion. As Marcus Aurelius suggested, observe without reacting. Practical step. In everyday interactions, scan for guard signals. Hands protect the heart, shoulders hunch, or fingers twitch. When you detect these gestures, adjust your approach. Soften your voice, offer space, or ask an open question. Conversely, open palms and relaxed limbs invite trust and collaboration. Log every gesture without judgment in your mental notebook. Over time, these body leaks become reliable signposts to true feelings. This Sign 6 skill empowers you to navigate conflict gracefully. Remember, you are not animating reactions, but interpreting honest signals. Practice during casual chats with colleagues or friends. Recognizing guard gestures, you intercept tension before it explodes. Let your calm awareness disarm any defensive stance and reveal authentic connection. Embrace each silent movement as a Stoic clue. The world often hides truth in the shifts beneath the surface. By mastering gesture reading, you become a catalyst for openness, inviting authenticity from those around you. Your magnetism grows as you respond, not react. Sign 7. Synchrony and mirroring. Humans instinctively mirror those they trust. Matching posture, tone, and pace fosters invisible bonds. I once witnessed a negotiator gradually match his counterpart's gestures, and the room thawed into cooperative dialogue. Stoics sought harmony within chaos. Mirroring brings harmony in conversation. As Epictetus taught, we are social creatures wired for connection. Practical exercise. During a friendly discussion, subtly reflect the other person's stance or phrasing. Lean forward when they do. Slow your gestures if they move calmly, and echo key words. Watch their body language soften as rapport deepens. Keep this reflection gentle. If too obvious, they'll sense mimicry and withdraw. Over time, you'll read synchrony without effort, understanding when someone is aligning or distancing. This is sign 7, the art of unspoken coordination. Through mindful mirroring, you foster trust and read the rhythms of another's mind. Practice daily. Mirror a cashier's tone or a friend's tempo over coffee. Let each subtle echo guide you to authentic engagement and reveal the unspoken agreement beneath every interaction. Integrating the signs. Reading people requires synthesizing multiple signals at once. Imagine observing someone's eyes, posture, breathing, gestures, and tone simultaneously, like a conductor interpreting an orchestra. I once coached a leader who combined all 7 signs to diffuse a tense board meeting within minutes. Stoicism teaches us to view life as an interconnected whole. Each part informs the other. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your thoughts can harmonize each sign. Practical exercise. In your next conversation, pick 3 signs: breathing, tone, and posture, and rotate your focus every minute. Then mentally note how they align or conflict. Gradually increase to all 7 signals. Notice patterns. When breath quickens, do shoulders rise? When tone shifts, does gaze narrow? This integrative skill transforms fragmented clues into a clear emotional map. Over time, you'll anticipate reactions before they surface. Mastering integration, you become a calm, confident presence, guiding interactions toward mutual understanding. Practice daily and watch as silent data evolves into powerful insight. Step back when overwhelmed, then refine your focus, recalling that clarity emerges from disciplined observation and deliberate practice. Your inner attractiveness shines brightest when you integrate wisdom across every signal. Emotional control in action. Stoic mastery isn't just reading others. It's maintaining inner calm while signals pour in. Picture yourself in a heated debate. Arguments rise, voices climb, and body language spikes, but you remain centered like a lighthouse amid crashing waves. I once helped a friend navigate a breakup. By holding calm in his voice and posture, he created a space for honest dialogue rather than explosive conflict. Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, imagining setbacks to steel the mind. Before engaging, anticipate emotional triggers and rehearse composed responses. Practical exercise. Recall a recent situation where you lost composure. Visualize that scenario calmly, noting your breathing and posture. Then replay it in your mind, responding with even tone and measured gestures. Log this exercise in a journal Over time, emotional control becomes reflex, not effort. When others flinch under stress, your calm will anchor the room. This is the true power of Stoicism, reading the storm while remaining its eye. Use this chapter's tactics daily at home, work, or social settings, and watch your presence grow magnetic. Embrace discomfort as training ground. Each challenge hones your resilience, revealing your unshakable core. Remember, attraction flows from unwavering composure. Stand firm, and others will gravitate to your stable energy. Practice this integration of reading and emotional regulation until it becomes your steady foundation. Cultivating inner strength. True mastery shines inward before it reaches outward influence. Stoicism teaches that our highest power resides in character, not external validation. Recall a time when praise lifted you and criticism crushed you. Both are outside your control. Develop an inner citadel of values: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. I once guided a client whose self-worth wavered with each compliment. Through daily reflection on core values, he built unwavering confidence. Practical exercise. Each evening, journal about one choice you made that aligned or misaligned with your values. Note the consequences and how you felt. This practice forges inner strength, an anchor amid shifting social tides. When you approach others from a place of centered virtue, you read signals without fear of judgment. Your calm conviction becomes your most attractive quality. People sense integrity and respond with authenticity. Over time, external whispers lose their power. You stand firm in your own esteem. Embrace this chapter's guidance to cultivate an inner fortress, one that reads any social landscape with unwavering poise. Embrace every challenge as an opportunity to steel your spirit. When criticism or uncertainty arises, remind yourself that your worth flows from your character, not fleeting perceptions. Let this unshakable self-respect radiate through every glance, word, and gesture, magnifying your natural magnetism. Practice this valor of mind until it becomes your daily norm. Reframing your presence. You often underestimate your own attractiveness, assuming others see more flaws than they do. Stoics teach us to control interpretation. What you believe shapes reality. I once worked with a shy individual who labeled himself forgettable. By focusing on his strengths, kind eyes, steady voice, empathetic posture, he reframed his presence, and others began to notice him differently. Practical exercise. Write down 3 attributes you undervalue in yourself. Then list examples of when each trait served you and others. Reflect until you internalize your worth. Next, in conversations, intentionally amplify one strength at a time. Speak calmly if your voice is soothing, offer a supportive nod if you're empathetic, or share concise insights if your mind is analytical. Observe how people respond. This intentional reframing rewires your self-perception and radiates confidence. You become magnetic, not because you change, but because you see yourself clearly. Let Stoic clarity dissolve self-doubt and transform it into quiet assurance that draws people in. Practice this rewiring daily and watch your authentic presence shine. Embrace this Stoic reframing as a daily ritual. Each morning, affirm your top 3 qualities aloud, then carry that conviction into every interaction. Over time, your self-image and social resonance align, revealing your true attractiveness to yourself and others. We've journeyed through 15 mindful steps, from mastering self-observation to reframing your innate strengths. You've learned 7 secret signs, eye micro-expressions, posture and proximity, voice and tone, breathing patterns, gestures and guard signals, and synchrony through mirroring. You've practiced integration, emotional control, logic over chaos, cultivating inner strength, and reframing your presence. Each Stoic mindset skill equips you to read people without them ever knowing, and to stand unshaken in your own authenticity. Now, recall the tools that resonated most. Which sign revealed the greatest insight in your conversations? Comment below to share your breakthroughs. If this video sharpened your perception, like and subscribe for more Stoic mindset skills and real-world strategies. Remember, true attractiveness flows from disciplined perception and unwavering composure. As you step into every room, breathe calmly, observe deeply, and act with authoritative kindness. This is your call to transform confusion into clarity and doubt into disciplined confidence. Let this recap be your anchor, a mental checklist you revisit before every social encounter. Practice the 7 secret signs until they become reflex, signs 1 through 7, fueling your instinctive clarity. Embrace Stoic principles daily to forge resilience, insight, and genuine connection. Your path to emotional mastery and magnetic presence has just begun.